Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, so let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. So earlier today I made a video on XRP. It is currently about roughly midnight as I am recording this. We're still seeing Bitcoin ranging around the 20k mark, and we are still seeing XRP and most altcoins bleeding out a little bit more. I actually do like this. I actually welcome this. I've been telling you guys for the longest time to keep fiat on the sidelines. I have been stacking fiat on the sidelines, waiting for dips to buy, and I definitely have been, telling you guys, listen, do not chase your buys in this market. There is no reason to go out and just buy every single dip in this market. Wait for the max pain. Wait until people are, truly lost. All of their hope is gone. That is when you want to be in this market with fiat-packed, pockets, waiting to buy. Again, be patient. Let the buys come to you. Do not chase anything in this market. Do not chase green. Do not chase red. Wait patiently for your buy targets to be hit. And of course, be realistic with your buy targets as well. But to me personally, on XRP, I'm still waiting for around the 20 to roughly 28 cent region. More so, it's around 22 to 27 cents itself. But again, to me, there's a lot of opportunity in this market right now to really kind of just keep eyeing and waiting to see if we do get, even lower on a lot of those opportunities. In my opinion, we do. And the reason why is because, later today, we do see a GDP, report coming out. And this is actually happening at 8:30 a.m. I believe that this is Eastern Standard, I'm pretty sure. Not too sure on the time zone, as they are not, listing that here, but it's most likely EST, as, I do believe, for an example, this is coming from the BEA.gov website, so I'm pretty sure that this is EST. Might be wrong, though, on that, so don't take my word for it, but it's around, roughly the time frame of, 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. anyways, but this is going to be the GDP, report. This is going to be pretty big. I do think that this is most likely going to be something to continue to watch for, especially going into July. Remember, in July, we do have, Fed meetings, the FOMC meeting. We also have a CPI report coming out. There's a large amount of things around finance to watch for going forward that could amount for, crypto having one last major crash left in store for us to fully bottom out. Now, also, in regards to things happening around crypto and in regards to another crash, aka that last major shakeout event, which I did warn you guys about earlier today, this is why I am focused on utility gems. So here we have Brad Garlinghouse talking to an individual. I don't know at what conference this is, but listen closely to what they are saying here.
I'll dive in here. Well, first of all, the good news is I very much agree with that. And I have publicly said I think the vast majority of tokens will go away over a period of time because I can't figure out the utility. There's some that were created a little bit as satirical, sarcastic. Dogecoin is a clear example of it was never designed with utility. The founders have left the project. It moves based upon the tweets of Elon Musk. And that would be, to me, the definition of, okay, what is the utility? This is purely speculative. I don't think that's healthy for the crypto market. But then I also think there are tokens where you see lots of interesting entrepreneurs, lots of people taking advantage of, as Chris described, these are revolutionary technologies that can be used to solve real problems. But you're happening in different parts of the ecosystem. And I certainly think what Ripple is doing with XRP, with what other companies are doing with XRP, a open source, decentralized digital asset, there's lots of utility, there's lots of use case, and I think you'll continue to see that grow.
And I completely agree. I'm not here, to speculate and wait for a billionaire to tweet about, my token that I'm holding to see, any sort of gains. Crypto since the beginning of time, and a lot of people will continue to say XRP is a centralized, coin, but whatever. To me, crypto since the dawn of time has never been the idea on hey, let's sit around and hope and pray that a billionaire tweets about our coin today to see if the price is going to move. That is not what crypto has ever been about in regards to, decentralization or centralized tactics. But when we really kind of look at the utility around crypto, this is why I have been saying I'm paying attention to the utility gems. the utility gems going forward, like once utility does start to truly shine, like these are the tokens that will matter. These are the tokens that will change the entire landscape of many markets, many industries, and honestly, many lives. And let's talk about this. So in regards to this article, this is a PDF file going back to November 2021. This is from the World Bank. And it's actually pretty significant when you look at this. This is talking about, central bank digital currencies for cross-border payments. They're also talking about some, like, technology as well. XRP is mentioned in this, multiple times. We actually do see it down here with XLM, for an example. I'm pretty sure that these are the only assets within this. In regards to, like, crypto assets, for an example, I don't even think that, like, Bitcoin gets mentioned here, which is funny because, of course, all the Bitcoin maxis would be screaming right now saying, oh, Bitcoin fixes this, right? But honestly, no, it doesn't. And when we really kind of look at this, so from the top, we'll go to, stablecoins for cross-border payment, for an example, right? They mentioned, XRP and XLM, and I'm sure that you guys have probably seen this, multiple times on, Twitter being posted or something like that. But in regards to this, like, it's actually, interesting to look at cross-border payments and see how revolutionizing, for an example, XRP as a token, as a bridge currency could actually be to that market. And that's, of course, one specific market or one, specific payment flow, which is, of course, something not to disregard because it's a $156 trillion, market. But there's still a lot of area to focus on in regards to payments because, sure, cross-border payment in terms of, like, cross-border settlement in general is something to focus on, but think about all the other industries and markets that could be disrupted by technology just like this. Settlement goes a far way, especially in regards to, finance, but also in regards to other, markets like, for an example, trade finance, which we've talked about, supply chain as well. Like, there's so many opportunities here for utility gems, and this is why I've been focusing on them. But also, they are still talking down here about XRP basically being that, bridge currency. Ripple enables, multinational, corporations to settle cross-border payments by transferring XRP through the Ripple network, resulting in on-demand liquidity. ODL. Again, ODL is such a huge, use case. Again, I actually have ODL open here in a second. We're going to be talking about that. We also do see over here, again, cross-border payments using Ripple, transact utilizing XRP, a digital currency, works as a liquidity source whenever it is necessary. Besides acting as a bridge between two currencies, XRP, which is an open-source blockchain, operates on the interface of peer-to-peer servers. It is supposedly capable of settling a payment within 4 seconds and handling 1,500 transactions every second. Each transaction costs about roughly a fraction of a cent and requires a small fraction of XRP to be destroyed in the process. And of course, here is the amount of XRP that basically does get destroyed. And of course, they are talking about, like, the total supply of XRP decreases over time and in theory maintains its value. Now, of course, when we look at this, right, you might be thinking, like, all right, well, it'll take forever to have XRP, burned at this rate. Like, XRP is still going to have a massive supply. So, the market cap's going to, matter going forward. I want you guys to understand that, like, this is on every single transaction. Think about the day where, like, you're seeing, millions to billions to even trillions of transactions being flooded over these, ledger technologies. I've said this all the time with, like, even Hedera, right? I just shared a video today where the former, Google CEO was talking about Ethereum and how 1 million transactions a day, was slow, right? And it's funny, but it's true. Like, you're looking at, days in crypto, where we will see essentially 1 million transactions per second or even 1 billion transactions per second. Like, that's actually the future that we're getting to. And it's a very scalable future too. And it's going to be something pretty, interesting to look at in regards to, like, the adoption cycle for crypto and how fast we could actually get to that point. That's what I actually look forward to in this market. And of course, they go on to mention, XRP multiple times in regards to this article. But it's definitely something remarkable to really kind of look at, because I do think that a lot of people kind of confuse the fact that, like, XRP's supply is always going to be there. It's never going to get destroyed or anything like that. Us RippleNet with XRP in regards to, like, on-demand liquidity does scale continuously and continue building out globally, and XRP gets more and more utilized on a day-to-day basis, we will see more and more XRP actually get destroyed in this process. Now, of course, I do think that this is great to mention because when we go back to even just a month ago, Ripple just launched XRP-powered on-demand liquidity service to, Lithuania, which I did talk about in a video just recently. And of course, this is pretty large at, scale because we do see Finci as an online cross-border payment, money transfer provider that utilizes MasterCard-powered debit card and mobile app to transfer multiple currencies quickly across 29 countries, while Ripple Networks, on-demand liquidity provides crypto-enabled international payments. Again, this is a pretty large, company in general, but when we look at on-demand liquidity, even compared to like MasterCard, for an example, on-demand liquidity utilizing XRP or even just utilizing RippleNet with XRP is so much larger at scale than anything out there. And even like when we go back to Hedera, right? Like these ledger technologies are so much bigger than the traditional systems, even in regards to like crypto or not crypto, credit and debit cards, right? Like these are, technologies that are actually, more energy sustainable than Visa. Hedera is the lowest in regards to, energy usage out there. It's probably one of the most incredible DLTs in the space. And I'm not trying to say like HBAR is better than XRP or anything like that. They are completely diverse in their own, niche audiences that they're going after in regards to like markets and industries. But it's something special to be able to invest into a lot of these utility gems, especially going forward. Like we are going to be seeing some generational bottoms within this market, and you're never going to buy the exact bottom. I have been averaging in, I've been taking positions, and I have been accumulating as well. And it's something special because, like, again, like I feel confident taking these positions just because of where we are headed. I do think that the adoption cycle is beginning. We're not yet at that peak adoption area, but we even see here, like just from 4 months ago alone, bright days ahead, Tranglo enables XRP's on-demand liquidity services across 25 payment corridors. And again, this just adds more and more utility to, XRP as a token, but also it allows for more transactional, value and volume to flow over the Ripple network utilizing XRP, meaning more and more transactional, value and growth will continue to grow on, Ripple utilizing XRP, which means more XRP is going to be, again, burned. But we do see here, incorporated around 250,000 transactions worth about $48 million processed in the first 100 days alone. Again, do I think that this is some, massive number? No, not at all. But I do think that, as we do see more and more, growth happening within the on-demand liquidity area, we also do see, for an example, like regulations being ushered in around Ripple and XRP, we will see these numbers grow astronomically. And again, when we look at that compared to where, XRP actually is positioned just at the current moment in time, I look forward to seeing the future on, not only XRP's value, but also just XRP's value in regards of its utility cases growing as well. Because again, you can look at XRP's value in two different ways. You can look at the value in regards to like the dollar figure amount that somebody's willing to pay per XRP, but you could also look at the value that in regards to like the amount that XRP is actually unlocking in regards to that value aspect too. And to me, you can't really put a price figure on that, especially when you look at something like on-demand liquidity or even like instant settlement, for an example. And, last but not least, I just want to end this video off with this. So I've been saying time and time again, get your crypto off of exchanges. I cannot tell you guys that enough. I know that a lot of people think that like I'm biased with like, for example, like a Ledger just because I have an affiliate link. Listen, you guys don't need to utilize my affiliate link. You don't even need to utilize Ledger. There's Decent Wallet out there. There's, for example, Ledger as well. Like those are the main two that I am aware of. You could utilize something like, the Zoom Wallet. There's a ton of other options out there. But to me personally, I utilize a Ledger. I utilize a Nano X for, to be completely specific with it. I've never had an issue with it. I utilize it almost on a day-to-day basis. I store all my crypto on it. And I'm telling you guys, like, get your crypto off of these exchanges because something is going to happen very, very soon around Coinbase alone. Like, I do think that Coinbase is getting to the point where it is going to most likely file bankruptcy. And similar to, like, the Celsius situation, a lot of individuals' funds that are on Coinbase, it's going to be, going down with the ship as well. So right now, I definitely advise you all to go check out, Ledger. Maybe do your, research on it. Research many other, cold storage, options. But to me personally, like Ledger is the best one. They never really let me down. I know that a few people have had some troubles with it, but to me, I've never had an issue with it. If you guys do want to get one and you guys want to support the channel, you guys are more than welcome to go check out the affiliate link down in the description below, as well as in the comments below. But yeah, I think that when we really kind of look at a lot of these crypto exchanges, a lot of them are already insolvent, and so is that's basically what Sam Bankman-Fried's saying, and I honestly do think the same exact thing. I do think that a lot of these exchanges are not viable in regards to liquidity that they do have on their exchange that they are offering. Like for example, I just talked about this with Uphold, for example, because Uphold is still holding a large amount of assets in regard to a tier 4, as they use as an excuse. But the reason why I do think that they're holding those assets in a tier 4 where you cannot move them off of that exchange is simply because they do not have the backing around those tokens, which is very scary to actually even think about. Is it 100%? No, I'm speculating. But again, it wouldn't surprise me at all. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As those up to you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.